No, one book.
And still, it's like I'm the last of the real. It's like I'm the last of the.
No problem.
Britain's Got Talent winner.
Come on.
Look at you.
I like that build up.
But you didn't want to do it, did you?
I didn't.
Why not?
I was shook.
Ah.
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking, you know, I remembered BGT. Sorry, I call it BGT.
Yeah.
BGT. Britain's Got Talent. Yeah, that's what you're gonna keep hearing. So I BGT was I associated it with. You remember back in the day, like you used to see the fails. You saw the wins, you saw the fails as well. Like when people used to get booed, and that's how I associated it in my mind. But then after going into the office and the meetings and whatnot, they're like, you're confusing X Factor with Britain's Got Talent. Like that's what we used to do with X Factor. Britain's Got Talent is a whole different brand, and we do it a bit different. I was like, oh. So after speaking back and forth, I thought, let me just.
That's what BGT told you.
Yeah.
Right. But who was it that actually convinced you to do it?
My researcher. You get assigned a researcher.
Yeah.
So people go out and scout for talent. People go out and get calls, you get emails. Oh, we've seen your footage over this or that, and then So you got people that apply. Yeah. But you've also got people that scout.
That scout.
So I got scouted. I was like, no. And then I took it from there, and then I said no for time. I said no for time, I mean, time.
How long was that though? How long?
I say weeks, like 6 weeks. I was like, nah.
So what made you do it? Did you just walk up and thought, okay, fuck it?
I said, what am I scared of? Why am I scared? Like what? Fear. And I've always said to myself, if fear is the only thing that's stopping me from doing it, that's what's gonna make me go and do it. Because fear is it's a thing that we make up. Your fear is different to my fear. You can tell me something, and my fear is different to your fear. You can tell me something, and I'll be like, "That's what you're scared of, really." But you know what I mean? It's unique to the individual. So really and truly, there's nothing to be scared of. It's not like there's one thing that everyone's scared of. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just my own mind telling me whatever it's telling me. I said, forget that. I'm gonna ride over that. I'm gonna ride through that.
And what golden buzzer from Simon Cowell?
Golden buzzer from Simon Blood Clark Cowell. Yeah.
Flipping heck.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What was that feeling like?
I just didn't think it was gonna happen. I didn't go in for that.
I
didn't go in for that, innit?
Yeah.
I just went in. I thought, yeah, it's all good and all cool, and then it just spiraled. It just spiraled, and then he gave me the bow. Golden buzzer. I was like, Ross.
And winning as well. That must have been like.
So winning.
Yeah.
I was not expecting the win.
Right, yeah.
I was not expecting the win. Because obviously this is Britain, yeah? I look like me and Britain looks like Britain, So it's like I wasn't thinking that I was gonna go through and the nation vote for me. Like I like this, I want this guy to win. I thought, no way.
Yeah.
So
I knew you were gonna win anyway though.
Everyone that knows me
I
says
knew
that.
you were gonna win.
But that's what you gonna say. Nah, I wasn't thinking you were gonna win. I was voting for my man. You're not gonna say that.
I didn't think you'd win, bro.
Okay, cool. That was the
reason that you said
yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I knew he was gonna win because
I didn't have no.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's what I was thinking. Nah, the fact that I'm in the finals, thank you. That was good enough for me, That was shocking enough for me.
Yeah, that was even the golden buzzer was
that alone. But I thought,
man.
all right, that's it. All right, cool, done.
Yeah.
Then I know a few other comics that got golden buzzer, so it was like, right, me as well. All right, cool. But then to get to the finals, and then listen. That's all it is.
But I respect comedians so much. It's a sport. It's a sport.
I know people say that, but I think I'm a bit naive because I've been in it for so long.
Yeah.
I forget that you're right, it is a sport.
It's a memory sport.
Yeah, it's an art. It's an art form. We're artists in its own right. And I think because I've been doing it for so long, I forget the skill set you need for it.
Yeah. But like what skill set do you need exactly? Because like comedians, they perform for an hour, sometimes even over 2 hours sometimes. But how do you know, like how the delivery of the joke, right? If you're performing for an hour, how do you get the delivery of the joke so spot on?
Practice, rehearsal.
That's insane.
It's rehearsal. It's memory muscle, to be honest. Yeah. You gotta know, like, to make someone laugh or people laugh. There's a way to do it. It's literally a formula. The way you set it up and the way you pause and the way you punch. That's literally set up, time, and delivery, and then that's it. And you repeat that, but there's different ways to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you got misleading jokes. I don't have my license. You know, my license got taken away, which is why I was late. I drove anyways, but I was, you know, that. So you're saying something and you mislead them, and for some reason the mind just goes, don't know why. Same with a memory thing. See, if I say, do you remember back in the day when we used to wear wallabies with a short tie, and we have like, for some reason when you talk about memory, they're like, I don't know what it is, but that's just how it works. So there's ways to do it. Memory jogs when everyone can relate to a memory. More time, it's like. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like I remember that. It's never that. So there's skills, there's techniques that go over your head that you don't even realize. Your tone, like there's the way. So we call it valleys and peaks.
Yeah.
So sometimes you'll be like, and I went to the guy. You know what the guy said to me? Wagwan. Like that's that drop. That's a valley. That's a valley. That's what I'm saying. And it's just that it's that drop. And for some reason, it adds the element of okay, like and you just enjoy it. So you just add that, and then your movement and your timing, even the way you just paused and you went golden buzzer. Like you when we first started, I like that's like it's just timing. Pausing.
How do you know if the joke is, aside from even like, you know, with like top secret comedy clubs, they have like new material night.
Yeah, I love those.
So even then, aside from that, how do you know if a joke is gonna
You
bang?
don't. That's why it's new material night.
Okay.
You go there, you test out.
So when you're writing it, you're just like, nah, people aren't gonna laugh. But you might even be like, no one's gonna laugh. But I'm gonna dash that away.
I tell you what you do.
But okay, go on.
So you go, you write your pieces.
Yeah.
Because everything you've written, you believe. You think, I think they're gonna. You have kind of predict, like, I think they're gonna laugh here, and here.
Yeah.
But we don't know. I have to see it, and I always do rule of 5. Like, so it may not work the first time, but that's because I may not have said it right, or I may have tripped up on the words, or I may have even the words you use. I'm just trying to think of things. Sometimes, like, you know, like if I was to, I used to have this. Like the names, I used to use sharp names. Like I might have said, my friend, I don't know, Andre, something. But if I would change his name to Dean, like a sharp, so it's a nice sharp. Daniel. And you know what Daniel said to me? He said, "Don't touch that." All that stuff. It adds a more confident side to you, and you know what I mean. So it's all those wordplays. So I might write a joke and I'll be like, okay. I'm gonna do my little tricks here, there, write it, and I think, all right, I need to go and test it. I need to know that it works. Yeah. And that's what open mic is. It's about. You go, and then some is like, oh, that didn't work at all. You mark it, be like, all right, cool. I done it literally last night. The same thing. Go to the next one. There's to the point where it becomes a style. There's some guys will be like, I got these new jokes, and they'll say the joke, and they'll be like, that didn't work. But for some reason, that's funny in its own entirety. Like when a joke doesn't bang and the audience realize and they'll be like, nah, that's cool, that didn't work, and then move on to the next one. They're there with you,
because it's not you guys are just not just comedians. It's like you lot are journalists as well.
It depends on your style.
It depends on the style. So even it's like converting something into a joke. I think that's also a skill within itself.
Once you understand how to formulate a joke, then anything can be a joke. You just need to know what skill. Am I gonna go over mislead? Am I gonna story tell it? You know? Am I gonna just do the like simple dad joke with it, or am I gonna make it into a character? You know, like, and the Jew said to me, "Don't drink me, allow me, bruv. Why don't you drink water?" You know, I've now created a voice and it's just as simple as this drink beside me, but now I'm bringing it into a character. Do you know what I mean? Richard Pryor done it all the time. He used to add the animals talk and the camera talk and this, and it adds a layer of, oh shit, I didn't even see it like that. It gets complex. It's not,
very
you're
hard.
just listening to, that made me laugh, but you're not
so
thinking,
hard.
why is it I laughed?
Yeah.
And as a comic, when we watch other comics, we call it taking class. We'll watch because you're like we're watching. It's almost like Neo with the Greek. We're watching in a different formula to you. You're watching just we're watching like you done the callback with the pausing. I like what you done there, and that's we're enjoying it in a different way.
Yeah. So one guy like I watch a lot is Dave Chappelle, and his one is like he'll say a joke, but then at the punchline you're just like, wait, hold on. It makes you think.
Yeah.
You laugh, but then you're like, wait, he's actually saying something a lot
Something,
deeper.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's not just a joke, but it's more like it's something to take away for you when you go home.
Some people, that's what they like. They like if you're with me for an hour, you're
Yeah.
gonna leave with a message.
Mm.
Some people like, let's just fuck around this whole time.
Yeah.
Some are storytellers. I don't really storytell.
Mm.
Some are not storytellers.
Mm-mm.
Some like to improv and talk to the audience for the whole time.
Yeah.
Like my good friend Paul Charger, he loves chatting to the audience and he's sick at it. So you got different styles, different techniques. It gets deep.
Yeah. They love doing that Top Secret Comedy Club.
Yeah.
It's peak for the people in the front row.
Yeah. You never sit in the front row anywhere. Like the first 3 rows, either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't do it. But it's fun,
Last time I was there, I saw Louis CK, and I wasn't. My friend asked me. He's like, "Do you want to go to Top Secret Comedy Club?" I was like, "No, I'm not on it today."
Was it the same guys that I saw you with last time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
The boys.
the boys. Yeah. We love going there, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's like I miss a bargain. Do you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, "No, I don't want to go, man." I napped for like 3 hours. An hour before, I think I got like an email saying, "Oh yeah, Louis CK is gonna perform for £1," and I was like,
I gotta go.
"We gotta go now."
How far from your place to?
I live in Wembley, so that's
So
like
it's like-
it took me like what? Sorry, it was like 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
It's flipping.
You called the man them and they
Cool. I was
was like,
like, we gotta go
Yeah.
now. But then also I heard that Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock were there
yeah,
as
they
well.
rocked up. They rocked
You
up.
see the people man, for £1.
Just before they had their show in O2. Yeah. Just before that, they came through. And see with that, American comedy, because I was just in LA, American comedy and British comedy, 2 different types of comedy.
Yeah, very different.
So it's like they came and they would just stand on stage and just talk to the audience.
Yeah.
But they're getting, you wouldn't realize this. You think, oh, you're just talking to us, but they're trying to understand what makes you laugh, what don't make you laugh. They're throwing in jokes so you don't realize the jokes, because if it don't work, you're not looking like, because when you get to a certain level, there's a certain image of you. You can't be doing dead jokes, so you've got to protect that.
Yeah.
So they're flinging jokes, but okay, that didn't work. But to you, it looked like just a normal conversation, things like that. I don't know how Louis CK. He's a writer, like he can write.
Yeah, bro.
So he probably came like with a set, and I can imagine.
Bro, he came with a notebook. He flipped it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was like,
this is what I'm saying, because he's like, I'm not here. How do I explain? Like, you see, when you're at a certain level,
yeah.
see, to you, that's like, this is a big show. Yeah, to him. To
Yeah.
you, sorry.
Yeah.
But to him, it's like, this is like,
It's a
it's
warm-up.
like, this is a warm-up. I
It's
don't
not.
care that you see my book. I need you lot to tell me whether this job works, because I'm going to the arena. Do you see what I mean? There's a bigger cause. I don't care what, there's 300-400 people, and I put my glasses on, sit down, my book.
It's serious business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah. I
I'm
need
just
to know
about to
this.
sell out 17,000 people, so I need your help to know, okay, that worked. So then I could do it that's how it works. So he's
How do you handle people not laughing at your jokes?
that's part of the,
Is that part of the thing?
yeah.
Okay.
Because you're funny.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if I
yeah.
hit you with my killer jokes,
Yeah.
you'll be pissing yourself.
'Cause for
But
my-
I'm not there for that. You know what I mean? No, it's true. It's true. Like no, you got. It's true because I'm not there for that. I'm there to know that the new shit works.
Yeah.
I can't just be lingering around the shit that I know works. I know they kill.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. It's like I need to know these work.
Because from my perspective, when I go to that Top Secret Comedy Club, there've been moments where no one laughs.
Yeah, it's fine.
and I'm just like, bro, this is deep.
No, because
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? This a lot of people, and I know it's the illusion to
Yeah.
some people might be broken.
Perspective,
That it's
yeah.
like they think you just go up and talk. It's not like that. It's all written. It's a
Ye-
poem.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
all written. Every word,
Yeah.
breath, movement. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the better the comic, the better you can pull off that illusion. But it's written.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So a lot of people like, right, how did he mess up? He walks on stage and he's funny. It's not like that. It has to be practiced.
Yeah,
rehearsed.
of course.
You know that because you go to Top Secret and you see
Yeah.
new comedy nights with Louis CK with his book. But other people be like, why has he got a book?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
meant to stand there and speak to her. No. It's a
No, he's
presentation.
rehearsing. Yeah, he's testing out new jokes.
Yes.
And it's kind of special as well. At the same time, it's like, wow, he's specifically written it for this show.
Well, not
Well, yeah,
for,
no, yeah, but like, you know what I mean? He's warming up. It's like,
Yeah.
this is so raw and fresh. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
This is mad.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a
sick.
lovely skill. It's a lovely skill. I love the art form. I can't
Yeah.
lie to you. I love new material. You know that feeling of getting a new joke. I had a new joke yesterday that banged.
Yeah.
You know how happy I was. I was like, yo. It was like, because I'm trying to wrap up a piece of work in it, and I want a good closer.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to look for this closer for months.
Yeah.
And they just weren't hitting. And I tried this new thing yesterday.
Bang.
Shell the place down. You know how happy I was. It was better than any feeling because it's like I've got more bullets to my arsenal
Yeah.
now. Do you know what I mean? Literally, I've got more there. I ain't got the same arsenal. I've got a new thing. I brought a new thing along.
I would ask to share the joke, but
No way.
Yeah.
You're mad. No way. You hear that? November the 10th at
Come
Apollo.
on.
That's where you're gonna hear.
Of course, every writer gets a writer's block. How'd you like handle that?
That's the worst, you know. I'm so shook that's gonna come up. It hasn't come up. I hate that. You
Yeah.
know, so for me, nowadays, there's comedy writing in my world, and then there's social media. Social media plays just as big as a role as like, because like comedy to a lot of people is like, right, if you're funny live, I want to see you funny in videos. I want to see you funny in interviews. That's how that the comedy umbrella. That's how they see it. But for me, I've got like a switch. If I'm doing social media videos, I can't write. It's a different mindset. It's a different frequency to me. Like it's a whole different ball game for me. When I'm in that world, I'm in that world.
Yeah,
I can't do that and then switch and go back to writing. Nah, I'm in that. And then once I finally come out of that and I'm in writing, I can't do socials. So my socials, yeah, it will just go up and up. And then when I'm up, it's because I'm in the socials. And what I realize works for me is I'll bang out like a good few videos. When I'm in that moment, try to get 8, 9, 10 there, docked. So it's there. So when I got the low parts, I've just acquired this skill recently, to be fair. So when I got the low parts, I've got stuff there.
Doesn't the social media stuff have an impact on your writing though? Do you not get like material from
Nah,
social
they're
media?
different. It's different.
It's completely different.
Completely different.
Does not help you.
It don't help.
Mad.
It don't help. It's not the same. Like, what makes you laugh on a video is it won't be the same on a like stand-up routine. I've tried it. It's like not for my skill set, anyways.
Just didn't work.
No.
Talk to me about because I even tried to rewatch it as well. Your Amazon Prime show, but it's not available.
It was on a 2-year lease.
Yeah, are you not gonna bring that back?
I got to chat to them, like, innit? Amazon and them, see what they're saying. But I wanna go elsewhere with it. I wanna go elsewhere.
Okay.
Especially with my new thing. I wanna go elsewhere and see what other people are saying. Be like, yeah.
Are you allowed to say? Is that gonna get like a Netflix release or?
Nah. That
Okay.
won't get a Netflix release. Well, we never know. I need to talk to them.
Get a 1 hour special Netflix.
Can you
That would be
imagine?
so good, man. Like an hour special from your tour.
God willing.
God willing, yeah.
God willing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah.
But I knew how did the Amazon Prime project come about? Because I know it was quite hard for you.
So the Amazon Prime thing. So when I done my show at O2 Indigo, I filmed it myself because I'm like, I can't rely on people. Let me do this all myself. Filmed it, got it all done. Cool. Then I got I then got the guys at Unilad to edit that because I used to work at Unilad to edit that whatnot. So cool, done that, got that sorted. And then about 2 years later, my friend said to me, "That footage, you're just sitting on it. You're not doing anything like to it."
Oh, you weren't planning on releasing it?
No, I just was hoping. I don't know what I was hoping. I just jump it on YouTube. Shall I don't know. I didn't even know if Patreon was a thing at then. But just you know what I mean? I didn't know. But I just wanted it there ready. My mate said, I could get on Amazon for you. It's not an issue. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, try that. And I don't know what he done. He went off and he's like, yeah, I got it on there. And I was like, all right, cool. So no problem. Thank you. Appreciate you. And it was doing all right on there. Doing nice. It was 2 years. He says 2 year lease, but you know. And it's funny because about 2 years later, I went on Britain's Got Talent. And then after getting the Golden Buzzer, newspapers, they dig up They dig up.
Yeah, I
And
saw the backlash. Yeah.
What? There was like, this guy has had an Amazon. And I'm like, Amazon haven't approached me, you know. It wasn't like that.
Yeah,
you don't know that. You just see me on there. This guy's got experience. Everyone's got experience. There's kids that started from birth to 13, more years than I've done comedy. Do you know what I mean? But for some reason, you're not meant to have experience. I don't know why. And it was just, I don't know, it was just a weird, like, energy. It was like, well, you've got a special. I don't. Apparently, it's easy to get things on Amazon Prime. It's almost like YouTube. You just
I thought they have to approach you with like a producing project. Do you know what I mean? I didn't realize it was like
yeah,
you
it's
can
like
just add anything on there.
Yeah, I didn't know because my friend sorted it out, but it was just like the way people was approached. Same how you was like, right? I didn't know. I thought people had to approach you, but no, it didn't work like that. But a lot of people still think that that's the case. I think they're associating how Amazon do things the equivalent to how Netflix do things.
Yeah.
So they saw as you've got a special on Amazon equivalent to whoever having a special on Netflix. No, they're two. Having a special on Netflix is a different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's how people took it.
Because the social media was flipping, like even the articles were just flooded.
Flooded.
They find anything to drag him out.
Yeah. I see one.
Why would you kick him out when he's down?
Nah, bro. I had Beyonce in my ears like, you won't break my soul. Can't knock me. They can't keep a good man down. I had that all in my head. I was like, you ain't knocking me. You think you could knock me? You know, bro. Been through too much.
I remember I was even sitting in the office one time and we had a radio on. And then I think a radio station called like a random woman, like one of like the public viewers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He's got like a Amazon Prime show. I think it's unfair. Do you know what I mean? Like, proper dragging it up. I'm like, bro, shut up.
Nah, it is what it is. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I won.
She sounded like a Karen. I can't. I don't agree really.
I don't really. It's not really my cup. But so, trust me, that whole experience was an amazing experience. But it's just seeing the other side that you don't really see.
Yeah,
it's just like wrong.
What was the process like of actually getting that project complete? Because I know it was quite difficult for you. It was it self-funded?
You're talking about Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah. So me and Unilad came together, got a deal together, to film it and edit it, and then put it out to the masses. And yeah, we got halfway there, and yeah, it was a proper process.
What was the most difficult thing about it?
Compared to that show, compared to my tour now, I didn't have any practice run. So my first show in 2018, like it was all on me. This is why I see the value of a team, having management, having stage manager, having even a PA, having someone for socials. It's like delegate the work and so you can focus on your craft, which is doing comedy, because it's only you up on stage, so you have to put your all in. It's not like you go, oh, I'll bring my band along to help. No, it's just you. If you mess up, that's on you.
That's yeah.
So like, but back then I was doing everything myself. I was trying to be the PA. I remember I was up and down the roads just selling tickets, up and down just. So I was trying to do all of that myself, plus be on socials. Back then I was all on Snapchat and that was my thing. So socials, on the roads, then trying to write. I have had no I put the body of work in my head together, but I haven't gone out and practiced it. Like, which is very important for a comic to go out and practice it. And I just hadn't done that. And yeah, I pulled it off in the end.
Yeah.
I'm hard on myself, but like looking now, like I've worked like my thing now.
Pattern.
Like, you know, the practice and the time, and I've got a team, proper
Team now, yeah.
You know, so nothing slips.
You see, when you're like performing or writing jokes, what is like off limits to you?
Dark humor.
Okay, well, how comes?
I just don't find it funny.
Really?
We're talking about kids, and obviously I know it's a joke because I seen it all. Kids and all this and then I hate dark humor. I don't hate dark humor.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's not for me. For me, you won't catch me doing dark humor. Sexual humor all day. Sexual humor all day. Yeah. You think that? Do you see that as the same level?
It depends. It depends. It depends.
You know what I mean when I say dark humor?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. It depends how, well, the things you say and how you say it. I think there are levels to it.
I'm gonna go on this side. Sorry. I
Give me like an example of a comedian who, or like no, as in like who's, would you say that's on the same level as you almost?
Same level as me.
Yeah. When it comes to like, you not dark humor, but you talk about stuff sexually or like, Kevin Hart does it a lot.
No. Okay, comedian.
I'd say Ricky Gervais is dark humor.
Ricky Gervais, Frankie Boy, all of them, man.
Them man, dark humor.
Yeah.
I can't do it. You won't catch me doing it. But someone, I think Junior Booker.
Okay. Yeah.
Kane Brown, Richard Blackwood. All these man, I think we have the same.
Yeah.
Like, not the same humor. Like, how do I? Yeah, we easygoing, not like, not shocking and anything like that. You know, sexual comedy. You know, we love a bit of that. Black comedy loves sexual comedy though.
Yeah.
We love it. I'm not gonna lie, we love it. I've clocked it. Doing this traveling and see different styles of comedy and different cultures behind the comedy. Yeah, black comedy, we love sexual humor.
Why is there so much comedy behind that?
Because it's a taboo topic. It's like talking about politics. It's like, and then when
here
you
we
put
go.
a joke on it, it's like,
It's like,
yeah, but it's like you're saying things that everyone can relate to, and if you can't relate, it's because you're a kid or you're Christian or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's some
or just like too shy to bring up in a
Too
conversation.
shy,
Yeah. So it's like, so you're just like, fuck it, let me just.
yeah, and everyone can relate to it.
Yeah.
Everyone, not everyone, but everyone.
Yeah.
I love sexual humor.
Who's like your biggest influence? Or
Or
growing up, who is it that you saw and thought, this is why I want to do comedy?
Richard Pryor,
Yeah.
Bernie Mac,
Sick.
and I like Kevin Hart, but I like Kevin Hart for his business sense,
Okay.
not necessarily the comedy aspect.
The comedy.
Yeah, I rate it, but not like how I do his.
He's a good businessman. Yeah.
He is the. Dave Chappelle once said, Kevin Hart is not trying to be the funniest comedian. He's trying to be the most famous, the biggest comedian. There's two different worlds. Being a biggest comedian means being on certain movies, certain TV shows, with the right cast, the right members, the right, you know? That's what being the biggest comedian takes. Being the funniest is a whole different ball game, and being the funniest is unique to the individual. I can tell you love Dave Chappelle, and he's the funniest. I do think he's up there, but he might not be my funniest. Do you know what I mean? So I don't feel like he could ever be the funniest.
Yeah.
It's like something you can't really be.
There's no such thing as the funniest man on the planet. Yeah. Yeah, it's very subjective.
So, but being that one of the biggest comics, is like, you know, you're a comic, you're funny, but you're big in what you do. That I think is a lane that Kevin Hart showed me. Like, that makes sense. You know, you're funny. I can make you laugh. I may not be the funniest. Some people call me the funniest. So be it. But in terms of my business and what I do and what I've done and what I've sold, and it's like, you can't touch Kevin Hart.
How's the tour been so far for you?
Amazing, you know.
Yeah.
To see so much people come out, and I'm talking fans. Fans, I'm talking billboards.
Yeah.
Can you sign my chest? Like, fans.
What's the most craziest fan approach you've had so far? Like, you've got dedicated fans now, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dedicated.
I would say it wasn't the craziest, but it was the most heartfelt. So there was this young teen, I don't know, 15, 16, but he had autism. And he waited out for hours to come see me, and he enjoyed the show, and we took a picture, and he went in for a hug. He gave me a hug, and his mom was taking pictures. His mom was quite taken back by it. Anyway, she messaged me afterwards, and she said, my son's got, I couldn't tell he had autism, but she goes, my son has got autism, but on the side of the spectrum he's on, he don't hug anyone. She goes, I can't even hug him. Like, as his own mum. And the fact that he came in open arms and to take pictures with you, you don't realize the effect you've had on him.
Wow.
And he would always remember that. And I was like, raw.
Wow.
That was crazy to me. That's what I remember. I even put it up on my social. I was like,
That's
see that?
so wholesome.
That I remember that. That was day one. That was the first date was Newcastle, and that was when, Newcastle. Someone proposed.
Oh, yeah, I saw
On
that.
stage.
I saw that. And what's his name? Nico opened up for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Was it that night?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
How did that come about? Wait, they approached you saying, "I want to
Yeah,
propose."
they approached me.
Yeah.
My team was like, "Don't do it."
Why?
Once you do that, one, it could go left. You don't even know what she's gonna say. Yeah, and it can change the energy of the room. Two, once you do that, other people in other cities are going to be like, me too, I want to do it. And it will ruin the moment of,
It's like,
you can't imagine every day.
It's not even a stand-up anymore.
Exactly. And literally, after that, I've had messages.
Yeah.
Literally what they said is that, yeah, you're going to get it. And I've had messages every city. Yeah, can I propose to can you please shout? Yeah, so. But
So like you couldn't think to propose somewhere else, no? Like this whole time.
I want to make it a moment, innit? It's done now, and I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
And I've done it. Boom, cool.
Cool. All right, keep it moving.
Yeah. I'm not.
Time to tell some jokes.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it for
What's been the best city to perform so far?
Birmingham.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. So I've done Birmingham, Manchester, Newcastle.
Yeah.
Newcastle was first. Literally in the order I've done it. Newcastle was first. So obviously the first one I was like, right, nothing could beat that. Then Manchester came through and went, shut up, Newcastle. let me hold this spot. Yeah. And then Birmingham said, hold this, Manchester. So it's literally number one is Birmingham, 2 is Manchester, and then 3 is Newcastle.
How do you determine like what the best city is?
Energy of the room.
Yeah.
The response. Again.
You hear the loud laughter from the back.
Yeah, the energy of the room. That's what lets you know. Oh shit! Okay.
Okay.
Like, we're here.
Yeah.
That energy, that Birmingham energy, was different.
Yeah.
It was different, and it's different.
What's the next location?
Leicester.
That's where my university was at. The Montfort Hall.
Yeah,
That's a big place, you know.
bro.
That's a big venue.
There's only 100 tickets left, bro. I'm not playing about.
Bro, that is a big venue.
Yeah, come on.
I saw Frankie Boyle there.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, it's a nice venue.
You really love your comedy, innit? Like,
Proper.
you really love it. I see this one there. I said, I ain't even seen Frankie Boyle live. I see this one there. I saw him on all 3 nights. Like,
Bro,
yeah.
I love stand-up. You don't, bro.
Yeah,
I think it's the greatest thing. I swear, hand on heart.
I feel like you need to try it because the way you love it,
Yeah.
I feel like you need to try it. I know what the problem is. You're shook, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But you have an understanding of comedy that other people, that even comics don't have. I'm telling you. So me being the risk kind of guy I am, I'll be like, go for it. There's 10 people in the room. Don't even invite your boys or nothing because that will apply pressure. That's what the mistake I done.
Yeah.
My first night, I was like, yo, I invited everyone. I died. Died a horrible death.
No.
Yeah. Obviously, if you don't know, those who are listening in comedy, when you say I've died, that means you just had a real bad show. No one laughed. Obviously, you know that being a comedy god that you are. You know yeah.
Comedy connoisseur.
Yeah, but like the others, like saying I died is not a good. That was a horrible. Yeah, and I invited all my. I think I had a G list of like 20-something people.
They really didn't laugh.
Bro, it was horrible. My whole punchlines and my timing, and I was nervous, and I had my friends there, so it felt more of a violation.
Yeah.
And sometimes with comedy,
That's sad.
Once you don't get it right at first, because the first minute is very important. Like it sets precedence of like, oh, this guy is, and so once you kind of mess up at first, and you can't get it back. Bro, it's horrible.
But yeah, I can imagine.
But like, I'm trying to sell a dream to you, so forget all that. What I'm saying is that don't invite anyone.
That
just go, just boom on your own, and just go. I mean, random. It doesn't have to be far. Like, just,
do you know what? I'll try it.
I don't know why you
I'll
wouldn't
take a
just
word.
to see. Literally, you just literally write 5 to 10 jokes. Yeah, but I'm assuming when you start, I think they give like 3 minutes or so.
Yeah,
3 minutes might sound long to you or whatnot, but that's very fucking quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
Literally just open mic night, literally open. Everyone's there expecting, like they know it's new material.
So is that they're not even comedians? They're just people just trying it out.
Well,
Yeah. But they're just yeah. Okay, I'll.
I don't know why you wouldn't. Like,
I think you should do it, bro.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
I'll try. I'll take
I
it.
know what. Oh, I know why. It's because you're scared. You're shook. You're like, oh, I don't know.
It's not even about the laughter. It's more about when I write sometimes. It's just anything. I don't want it to be forced. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You gotta find yourself.
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing with comedy when you start out is finding your voice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me explain this bit to you.
Cool.
Seeing as we're about to start your comedy career, so finding your comedy voice is you gotta know what kind of style of comedy works for you.
Mm-hmm.
At first, you don't know. You've got a favorite comic,
Yeah.
and you like their style.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that style's gonna work for you. Richard Pryor, I love Richard Pryor. His style don't work for me, but you assume mentally you're like, oh, I love that, so that will work for me. So that's the one thing you've got to understand is another style that may not even be your favorite style that you've seen someone else. That might be your calling. Like when you do it, you just do it to a T. You get it, you understand it. But that is the difficult thing because most people, 90% of people, they see a style that they like and they think, well, that's the one I like. That means it's for me. It doesn't mean it's for you. They're two separate things. So finding your voice, you know, when I realized, it took me a while to realize that I was doing observational comedy. But when I first started, I tried to do storytelling. Storytelling, I now know, don't work for me. But I had to change the style to realize. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of people are like, this is not for me. But it's like, no, you haven't found the voice that worked for you. Jack D. You know Jack D?
Yeah.
His style didn't always used to be like that, you know, like very monotone.
Yeah.
You know what happened? He used to do shows, and he's saying, forget all this. This is a story I've heard. He was like, you just say, forget, this is long. Like I got a booking. Like he forgot that he had a booking, and he's like, I'll just get this booking out of the way and done. But he done his show in a way of like, I'm
not bothered.
I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
And it came out hilarious. Like that, from that tone of like, I just don't, I'm not bothered, I don't care. And that's how we found his comedy voice. You know, it took me about a year or two to find the voice that worked for me. It took my friend Junior Booker time before because he was stuck on one. And I'm like, you need to diversify, you need to try all different ones to know like, oh, I think this really works for me.
Yeah.
And that is the problem. So whatever style that you think you're gonna write at is coming from you got to start somewhere in it, but it's probably going to come from your favorite comic. Like that style, I think that'll work for me. But don't think that it could work.
Just tell the joke in various different styles.
Exactly.
Okay.
Storytelling or using your body. Me, I like to the physicality.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
But at first, I was very standstill. My friend Fumbi, he would stand there and he would just he just his words. Me, I like to use the punchline with my body. So he might be like, and he was like, "Don't do that," and I would act out, and I'd be like, "Don't do that." That's how I like to.
You
give
see
what I mean? That's my way.
Yeah.
So you've got to find out what works for you and what you're liking, and then there's self-deprecation where the joke's on you, where you're dissing yourself. My friend Junior does that a lot. The jokes on him. Michael Blackson does that a lot. You know, there's so many different styles.
There's so many, There's so many.
So many.
There's actually so many.
Yes. So that's the hardest battle. Finding your voice and which one works for you. It's like, that is you. When you picture Kevin Hart, you picture storytelling. Storytelling about his family and him, the joker's on him. So self-deprecation and storytelling. And he'll act it out as well.
So when you find your voice, that's it forever now? Stick
It's
to
not
that?
forever.
Oh yeah, but you
now,
okay, cool.
And then you're like, okay, I know this is me.
Yeah.
Let me try here. Or
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
even
cool.
implement sides
Alright.
from, but you know, okay, this is me. This works for me. People get thrown off straight away. Nah, I tried it once and it flopped. No, what do you mean? That's you haven't found your voice yet.
Yeah.
They just think, nah, it's
give
not
up
for
too
me.
easily.
Yeah.
I mean, even like one laugh would be like, fuck, that was mad.
Yeah, the
you know
fact
what I
that
mean?
you've got to laugh, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
why did you laugh? What did you like about that? What was it? And that's why it's always good to watch back the footage, which is a horrible thing. People hate watching back their footage. But you doing a podcast, you're used to that. You're okay.
Yeah.
But some people hate it Because you gotta think, why was it what I done? Was it the pausing? Was it the tone? What was it that? And then you gotta try it again, the exact same way, and then try it again in a different way to see. Okay, so you laughed because of that. So it wasn't because of the acting. It wasn't because of the tone. It was because of literally. It takes time to get a good solid, and the joke's never finished. The joke is never finished. There's always like, you can add this into it, and there's that into it, and there's so much different ways. This is a joke that I just added another layer to because of the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing.
Yeah.
But I added a little line which was like, nah man, he's giving Jeffrey Dahmer vibes, but it added another layer to the joke.
Yeah.
But that's only because like that's why I say a joke's never finished.
I was watching this analysis video on stand-up comedy, bro.
He's
Bro,
already there. He's already there. You do it in your own time. Man said, forget Pornhub. Let me watch a comedy analysis. Yeah, you're already there.
I was watching because the guy was doing an analysis on Louis C.K. And he was breaking down how in some words you have to emphasize.
Trust me. I wish people could understand.
Bro, and Chris Rock was saying that you have to build. The reason why people aren't laughing at comedians is because there is no premise of the joke. You have to emphasize.
He's saying the word premise. Like I wasn't even using the word premise. I'm thinking like he won't know. My nose is set up. Premise, punch.
But I love what you don't do. You know.
That's what I'm thinking of.
No, but I appreciate stand-up. I think it's so great. It's so
there,
good.
You know? You don't realize, and to the point where you may not even have to. Do you know how much people that would love, like they know what you know, but they write. Do you know how much peas writers get?
Yeah.
But this, I'm saying, this is a skill set. That might be your thing. You'll be like, right, bruv, that's not for me, but I'm a writer. I could write, bum. Because you know comedy, you know premise, punch. And if you're a sick writer, you can write in different comedy voices. You'll be like, storyteller. All right, boom, switch to that. Boom. 5 bags. Boom. That's literally, there's peas behind writing, you know.
That's mad. You see how there are ghostwriters in the music industry? Are there ghostwriters in the comedy industry?
Yeah, Kevin Hart said I've got 7 writers. It takes me a year for me and my 7 writers to write.
That's mad. 7 writers?
Yeah.
That's
mad. He's busy. He's a businessman. He ain't got time to be
writing. Yeah.
Even like us comics, like when the close comics, they'll do a joke because you're always there at the shows.
Yeah.
And like you know everyone's style after a while because that's my boy. We've been in the game however many years, so you know. So you'd be like, oh, you know what one I thought of? You should add this to that. That's if you're. Some people don't really do that. They're just like, oh, good show, bro, and done. But there's always because you're thinking from your own way, and another comic's thinking of another way, or you just help one another. So you know what joke you should do, or you know that bit there. Stress it out a bit more, like extend it a bit more, or do another example, another comparison. Like another way to stretch out a joke is, you know, a comparison. What's the joke that I have? Something to do with condoms and like when you're in a relationship for so long, like you're not wearing condoms, but then when you got to start again and you're getting to know someone, you got to go back to wearing condoms. But people don't think about that. Yeah, you know, you've been one with your partner for how long? And then you got to go back. That's like getting a massage with your jacket on, you know? So just a little comparison is just another way of, do you know what I mean? But that bit never used to be there. Another comic said, put a comparison on the end of that. Do you see what I'm saying? It never ends, bro.
But that's what I love, but the beauty of it,
is
so good.
And it's the pause behind it. Because you'll be ranting for a bit. You're like, that's long. You know, when you're wondering, that's long. Pause. That's like getting a massage with your jacket on. Do you know what I mean? And even when you're doing it with the mic, you're looking away. That's like, all of that stuff adds. Because it looks like, you just thought, it looks natural. It's organic. It's a whole body language, movement, even the tone. That tone in that joke is, I'm not pissed off, but it's long. Do you know what I mean? So you got to come with that tone throughout the whole joke. I can't be like, that's long. It's going to ruin the joke. So you got to think of the tone. What's the tone behind it? Bro, but you know all of this. Fucking comedy god. Yeah. You know, sorry, comedy connoisseur.
Oh, look at you.
No, but you know all of this. You got to think of the
Do you know what?
tone
I might just try and write.
Why not? Why? I wouldn't know why, but maybe you just didn't know about it.
I just no.
You just didn't know.
I just appreciate the beauty of it.
There's
And I
loads
didn't
behind it.
realize it. Like this is, how can a brother just stand there, bust jokes, and make a whole room like full of people laugh?
So you got the person that can
What
perform
through
it.
words?
You see
People
what I'm
laugh.
saying? It's not just words. It's the body language. It's the memory. Because it's like I just said, it's not just, it takes a team to do that, you know. But to some people, like, obviously you find your way. When you're so busy, you have to go out and outsource and just, you use your friends as well. Like, bro, you know how I write. Just help me, bro. Like, I need to, especially when you get so busy so quick. I seen them, man, they're just like, bro, Netflix said they want to give me a deal, but the special has to be done in 3 months. You know, like I said, Kevin Hart takes him a year with 7 writers. 1 year. Do you see what I'm saying? So when the deal's there...
That's crazy. That's news to me. 7 writers.
Yeah. You seen them, the plastic cup. You see...
Oh, is that where you said it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
No, I'm saying that's his writers. The
right.
guys, the comics in... I don't know if you know for Kevin Hart, but yeah. That's those guys with Liam Lynch, Liam Lynn, Spanks. Yeah. I can't remember the other guys, but yeah, trust me.
What a crazy industry. That's mad.
Easy, isn't it? Russell, Louis C.K., you would have writers and this and that. The man working on that level. I don't know about Dave. I feel like Dave is on a different.
Dave Chappelle's on a different level. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't think like. I don't know why. I don't think he doesn't have writers, but
But I swear, you know when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock here, I instantly thought of Dave Chappelle because I know he was writing as it happened.
100%. When moments like that happen, like that's why they done that Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle tour.
Yeah.
Because like I've noticed, it's people know. Let me hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
That you're gonna make some.
But I know he was cooking.
Yeah.
I know he was cooking.
That's what I'm saying, and then you go buy tickets to the tour.
That's what I love
That's
about
why
it.
it was because Dave Chappelle got attacked as well, wasn't it? Chris Rock got slapped, Dave Chappelle got attacked. Boom, tour. Let's go. Let's make money off that, and it could have had you, comedy connoisseur, to write for them, man. You didn't even need to stand on stage if you didn't want to. One of the greatest comedy writers was gave me his name, man, number, but he writes for Bear, man.
Yeah.
And he was just like that, like, I'm just, it's not for me. But his pen game, he just understands comedy, just like you, premise and this and that.
This is just.
Because the fear's gone now.
Yeah,
like the fear, I was originally, I was trying to push, like, yo, jump on stage. But even if you don't want to, try a joke.
I would, yeah.
Like, even if you say, right, I've written this joke, just do it. Let me just see. Or add your flex to it. I just want to know that it works. Even that. Try it.
What's the process of getting like on Top Secret Comedy Club? Is that for anyone? Or is that just you have to be like fully signed?
Yeah, that's too different.
That's too different. Yeah,
That's different.
All right, open mic night is
Open mic, it's bare.
open mic night. Yeah,
It's bare. But first, have your shit together.
yeah. Right.
But you might work like me.
I'm getting way too ahead of myself right now.
You might work like...
I'm imagining in Atlanta, just like...
You might work like me, where it's like you need a deadline to then work towards it. Because then it becomes just a talking thing. Oh, yeah, one day. Oh, yeah. But if I said, rah, December the 10th, it's booked in, December the 10th, it's like, oh, shit, it's here now. I have to... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I used to work. Under pressure, innit? It's like, I have to do it. It's done. It's happening. That's the date.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you need. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But I will try out. What were you doing before comedy?
Amateur porn. Yeah.
With a name like Axel.
Yeah, with the Langers. Me and Wesley Pipes. Get me.
Do you know what they say? They say, do you know how I know? They say, do you know how you know when someone watches a lot of porn? When you start knowing the guy's name as well.
No, but he was a known Donny. Like, he was a known Donny. Like, don't put me in that category. Everyone, like that's a known running joke. That's like saying, I don't know, Pamela Anderson or I don't know. But do you know what I mean? Like, that's a known Wesley Pipes. You know what I mean? He had memes and everything. So I knew about him from there. Comics used to run jokes on him. No, I need to save myself here. Comics used to run jokes on him, innit? So I used to know. Wesley Pipes. So before comedy, I had bare jobs. Junior chef.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Mechanic.
Right.
Delivery driver. Yeah, I've always been hands-on. Never been office. Never
been. Yeah.
Never. I've always labourer, construction. I was property maintenance manager. So all of that kind of stuff is just.
So when did you realize that comedy is the thing I want to do?
When I was a mechanic. I thought to myself, I need to try this.
Really? How did that come about?
I went to a show. So when I was young, I went to jail, and then I came out and I thought, this is long, man. I'm not even about it like that. Like, I'm a joker.
Yeah.
Even in jail, I was a joker. So then I kind of just left the kind of people that was around me, and I went to a comedy show, Hackney Empire. And I was just like, this is amazing. I just wanted a different scene.
Yeah.
It was like a week after I came out, so I was 2 weeks. And I never been to a comedy show, innit? I was always on the roads with the man them and all that shit. Like.
Yeah.
And then I just wanted a different. I can't remember who invited me. I can't remember. I tried to ask a few friends, but they weren't on it. They was like, yeah. So I was like, I'm going, innit? Like, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Like, more than you, I loved it. Like I was like, this is me. And I just pursued from there. Literally, I just said, I'm gonna keep going. Let me go. Let me try. Oh, I messaged one of the comics, Danny Slim Gray, a good friend to this day. And I said, yo, I want to start. Like, what you done on stage? How did you do that? Like, that was amazing. Like, you had them in the palm of your hand. Like, how? And then you just broke it down. And he said, just try open mics and just go and just, see if you got it. Could you be surprised? Even him, someone said to him, I'll go on stage, and he had a few jokes he written, he tried it, and it's like, you got the bug for it. That's what it is. You don't know. Like, I'm a big fan of just try it.
Yeah.
Like, at least so you know you've got some of, I hated it, bro. I didn't like it, or I was too, at least you know what you're going to be. How can you just go through like, I don't know. If I had that same mentality, I wouldn't have been Britain's Got Talent. I wouldn't, because literally, I was like, why, let's see what happens. What can happen? What's the worst that can happen? I wasn't thinking I was going to win, but this is what I'm saying. Like, you have to go with that mentality.
For the experience
just
as well.
Experience, just to say, like, yeah, I've got an experience on that.
To even perform in front of like someone like Simon and all these judges, it's mad.
Yeah.
It's like raw. Like,
But that came from starting from early on.
Yeah.
To have the experience to be like, okay, that can't scare me then. Do you know what I mean? If you just walk on, that's wild. But you know what I mean? Try it.
I want to ask, how did you celebrate afterwards when you won? What was like the after party like? What happened then? You never really see the aftermath.
Yeah, the aftermath was crazy because they booked us a hotel around the corner. So it was just like all the acts was at the hotel, innit?
Yeah.
But because I won, I was pictures, press, this, that, signing this,
Too
like,
overwhelming.
like this was straight after, and like. Yeah, so a lot had happened for me, afterwards. And then when I finally, and the drinks and the this, and we got a picture of the. And then when I finally got to the hotel, it happened again. Hey, wait for you. But when I say I was mentally drained, not just physically, because I was mentally drained. That's been on my head for time. It was like a long 6-month process, and it was just like when I won, that's overwhelming. But then it was just like oh my gosh, I need to sleep. I said, listen, you guys, I'm not trying to be rude. Yeah, I know you lot have been waiting, but I can't. I need to sleep.
Yeah.
I need to sleep. And then the next day, 6 a.m, Cab picked me up to go this morning. Or good morning, bro. No, this morning.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember on your story, you looked very, not tired, but you looked very like exhausted and overwhelmed. Like, you just looked.
It's like,
this is a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot, man.
But man, I see you, before we wrap up, I see you sometime in the future opening up your own comedy club. I think you should.
I'd love to do that,
I think you should.
I'd love to.
For even the youngsters who are trying to get into comedy, I think you should do that.
I'd love
like a comedy school. Do you know what I mean?
What you're saying is something.
Axel Academy.
Yeah, bro, don't piss me off, bro. Don't piss me off.
What?
Headmaster Amir. Whoa.
That's not comedy. You don't have the premise. You ain't got the premise right.
But yeah, that's something I don't do, but it's just where and when and but yeah, that's something.
It's gonna happen.
100%.
Acting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acting.
I see that happening as well.
Yeah. I've been wanting to do acting. I've done it, but like comedy is the first love.
Yeah.
And I act in my comedy. So,
bro, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
I appreciate you for coming on. Good luck with you and the rest of the tour. I'm excited to see what you.
November the 10th.
Tell them.
Hammersmith Apollo, baby. Yeah, that's the big one. There's nothing bigger. I've done these other big dates, but I'm a Londoner, West London. I used to walk past Hammersmith Apollo as a kid when it was a cinema. And now that my name's going to be on there, are you crazy?
Imagine just seeing the sold out thing as well.
Bro. So I'm telling you, if you could be there, it would mean the world to me. Just get your tickets at axelblake.com. Because when they're gone, they are gone.
Come on. You heard that. Try to defeat Birmingham. You got to defeat Birmingham.
Oh, yeah. Birmingham's energy was nice. Nice.
Bro, thank you so much. Thank you, Specs, as well. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Also, follow me on my socials, Axel Blake. Love you. Take care. Yeah.